Hi, this is Samuel and welcome back to my channel, and this video is going to be the first in a series of videos that I'm going to do that are going to be based around the Major Arcana cards in Tarot. So just to quickly mention what Major and Minor Arcana cards actually mean and represent. Arcana is literally in Latin secrets. So Major Arcana means big secrets and Minor Arcana means little secrets. So to put that into sort of a perspective that might make a bit more sense with tarot, Minor Arcana means things that are day-to-day life, things like relationships and work, family, these small details that are day-to-day life basically. Whereas the Major Arcana cards are more about the person's position in their journey of enlightenment, their journey within life, the progression, the great work, if you want to call it that, the bigger picture basically. So just thought that was kind of relevant to mention what Arcana means and the Major and Minor Arcana cards. So, I use the Thoth tarot, which I just find it the best to use. I get the best readings, the clearest readings, and I just connect with the cards a lot better than any other deck. But this will apply to whatever deck you're using. So the first card, and I'll bring this up to the screen so it's a lot clearer and you can actually see it. The first card is the Fool, and you'll notice that number-wise, this card actually isn't a number, it's 0. It's an absence of number. And that's because the Fool really is representing that person that is about to take the first step, about to start the journey, but they haven't actually started it yet, they haven't done anything practical. But the kind of person that feels unfulfilled with life, that feels that there is something more, but hasn't actually started the work on gaining that knowledge, on starting to do the work where they start to fulfill themselves basically and experience something a bit deeper. So I always think of it as a majority of people, unfortunately, they pretty much sleepwalk through life, even though they aren't happy a lot of the time, they don't feel fulfilled. And a lot of people combat this or approach this by filling their life with what I regard as the more trivial aspects. So they will get the promotion at work that then gets them the expensive new car that is better than their neighbour's car or their brother's car, whoever they want to impress. And those kind of things do bring sort of a short burst of excitement and energy and I guess fulfillment for some people. But it never lasts. It's always on to the next thing, the next thing, the next bit of new tech, the next expensive thing, jewellery, other possessions. And it's a constant quest to just sort of keep that rush going. But they never really step out of their box and take that risk, step off the cliff, so to speak. And the person that is the Fool knows that the pursuit of these trivial things is not ever going to bring the happiness. They know that there's something more, something much more deeper and meaningful, and they are starting on that path, but they haven't quite started it yet. So I hope that makes sense. That's how I read the Fool. That's what it means to me, the person that is just about to start. Now, interestingly, I thought I'd just mention the card is 0, and it's in most decks it's 0. And we have 22 Major Arcana cards, so it goes from 0 to 21. But actually in some decks it goes from 1 to 22, and the 22nd card is the Fool. And this is because even when you go through all of the cards and you reach that highest point of enlightenment, if you want to call it that, you then pretty much go back to the start again, because now you've gained all of this knowledge and experience, but now you have to start using it within life. So whatever aspect that you focused on, you then start to bring it into your life and you start the journey again. And it's a never-ending cycle. We will never completely, be enlightened and connected with everything. We're always learning, we're always progressing, and that's kind of the point really with life. And some people may find that kind of disheartening, but each time we go through it, we gain something. We gain deeper knowledge of ourselves, of our place in the universe, our part in life, and that's invaluable in my opinion. In terms of readings, when the Fool comes up in readings that I do, I think of it always as a card that shows new beginnings, innocence, wanting to gain knowledge, faith, someone that doesn't quite know what to expect but doesn't feel satisfied with life and is wanting to make that change, but maybe needs a little help or guidance in how to take that next step or what direction to move in. So I hope that helps, and I'm always very interested in hearing what other people think and their experiences, particularly with this card and particularly with Thoth Tarot. And in the next video I'll be looking at card number 1 and going into that in detail as well. So if you like or find this information valuable, again, as always, subscribe, like, and share and interact. I always like communicating with people as well. It's always interesting to get different perspectives, and thank you.